Exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Straight ahead, bragging rights on the line in the 46th meeting of the AFC and the NFC in the 2019 NFL Pro Bowl game. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Breeze now on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Credit the sack to Von Miller.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
Now Breeze. Open here, Adam Thielen. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. And just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Mahomes in the AFC now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. This will be caught by Brown. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Mahomes now to throw. For Patrick Mahomes, what a season he had. First as a full-time starter, and he goes over 5,000 yards, 50 touchdowns, and rewarded with his first Pro Bowl.
And think about, if you're in Kansas City, the organization, the team, the city, how well are you set up for future years with that youngster as your quarterback? Not only are the guys on the team excited about it, think about free agents, thinking about where they might want to play. If you're a free agent receiver, you're thinking Kansas City.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Got a man. It's Brown. A good pickup. They get 8, but it's 3rd down now. 2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining.
Yellow. Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
And again, it's Mahomes. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Mahomes finding Hopkins for the AFC first. Well, he was so good throwing the football on 3rd down during the regular season. Why wouldn't it carry over here to the Pro Bowl?
Sometimes that's just who you are, right? If you're good at something during, as you said, during the regular season, so what if it's with a bunch of guys you're unfamiliar with? It's 3rd down. He finds a way to convert.
Charles, this the 2019 Pro Bowl. The AFC's won both games that have been played here in Orlando since they moved it here. Both have been competitive, 20-13 2 seasons ago, and the last year in 2018 it was 24-23 the final.
Yeah, and 2 years ago, Travis Kelce, Lorenzo Alexander were the game MVPs, offense and defense respectively. And then last year, Delaney Walker of the Titans, their tight end, he won it on offense, and Von Miller of the Broncos won it on defense.
Mahomes going to throw. And he gets it to his KC running mate. That's Tyreek Hill. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. On first down, Mahomes gets this one to Hill. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. A second-time Pro Bowler here. This is the Chargers' Melvin Gordon. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Flush to his, and a big loss here as he's taken down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack. Now Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Well, you know, it's hard for some of these guys to get on the same page because they've only been practicing together for a week, but these two, I think they're pretty familiar.
I would say so, right? You go back to...
And he will score. Touchdown AFC. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the AFC has taken the early lead. Myers connects on the PAT. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Breeze now to throw. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. 1 quarter down. It's a close game here early on. The NFL on EA Sports continues right after this message. Jones has it. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. The AFC offense making their way back out. Well, we can continue to talk Pro Bowl as we go along, but let's talk a little Super Bowl. Super Bowl 53, 1 week from today over in Atlanta. New England taking on the Rams. Time for your Super Bowl prediction, CD. What do you think?
Well, everyone thinks defense when they think the New England Patriots, but in the time that they've had their head coach and their quarterback, Tom Brady, guess what? They're the #1 offensive team in the NFL. And you know the Rams are high flyers as well. So that tells me that this Super Bowl, low scoring. It's going to be a total anomaly. I'm thinking somewhere in the neighborhood of 13-10 final score. Going totally opposite what it should be.
Well, I'm going to completely disagree. I see high scoring, maybe 51-44, something like that. The 2 punters, Johnny Hecker and Ryan Allen, don't even show up to this one.
Johnny Hecker might throw a touchdown pass because you know the Rams like to fake it when he's on the field.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. It's complete to Brown, right side. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He gets it to Brown. Complete. Mahomes hitting Antonio Brown for the AFC first.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, not he came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd down. The AFC thus far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A gain of 11 and a 1st down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. It's Hill, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to the booth right after this. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 miles.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Mahomes finding his fellow Chief Hill for the AFC 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. And that is caught for an AFC touchdown. Antonio Brown with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the AFC adds on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here's the NFC offense set to take over again. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate.
And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Now the NFC going to take a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Here's Breeze. Now the NFC going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. To throw is Breeze. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for the NFC. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
Get ready.
So we're at half. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
The AFC offense now set to start this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Now Gordon on first down. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Brings up second and 9. At the 43-yard line.
Mahomes to throw on second down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Kelsey, the intended receiver there, and now it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. This will be caught by Brown. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. Give him 5 on the play there. And the AFC has a first down.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd. After that one.
Here in the third quarter. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And it's scooped up by the NFC. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20. And he will take this back. A fumble return for an NFC touchdown.
We got it.
This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he is in. Touchdown NFC. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the NFC just an extra point away from tying up this game. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments. Got to run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking. Beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. This is the Rams' Todd Gurley, his third Pro Bowl in 4 seasons. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. He was taken down by the Texans' Jadeveon Clowney. Now Breeze throwing on second down. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Von Miller, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance. On third and long, it's Breeze. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he will score. Touchdown NFC. From 19 yards away. And the NFC has taken the lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
Back out is the AFC offense. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Mahomes in the AFC now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Got a man. It's Brown. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him? Double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Mahomes now on first down. Dancing to his left. Looking downfield for... And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made.
Over the forward pass. Offense.
Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Attack! Watch the safety creep. Big gap.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Brown. The reception good for 7. It's third down. It's the AFC with the football and the lead as we begin quarter number 4. The AFC thus far on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7. Mahomes to throw once more. He is going to find Hill here. And he's going to get this inside the 30. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The Pro Bowler Tyreek Hill, the intended receiver, and now it's 2nd down. Now it's Mahomes again. Steps away to his left. Trying to fight his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the Lakers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of 2 halves, won't you?
Hey, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened, because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
Shotgun now for Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller in there to get him again. That is sack number 6, one off the NFL record of 7. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. They run. It's Gurley. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
This will be fielded at the 17. An unbelievable punt there. We're talking 70-plus yards. And the AFC will take over 1st and 10. The AFC offensive unit getting set to take over. And one thing you'd like to see in a Pro Bowl, a competitive contest. We've got that just like the last 2 seasons, a 1-score game as we play here in the 4th.
But I'd love to know, what's the discussion on the sidelines of both teams right now? Because, you know, it's an exhibition-type game, but as you said, as competitive as it is now, these guys are going to walk to win. There may be some guys who sub some guys out, trying to get back on the field and try to help their team win down the stretch.
Being chased out left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
A very solid gain of 27.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So the AFC with the football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Mahomes firing complete, and he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. Mahomes used to moving quickly in college, trying to get his guys to the line. Back to throw. Mahomes rolling to his left. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. They got exactly what they wanted there. So the challenge comes in inside of 2 minutes, and it gets overturned.
And it changes the whole format of what's about to happen.
And he will score. Touchdown AFC. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the AFC is an extra point away from tying this game up. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for two here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it ends with an AFC touchdown. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Von Miller in there for the 7th time in this game alone, and that ties him with a late Derek Thomas for the most sacks ever in a single game.
Check. Ready. Yellow lady. Check. 55 to Mike. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Back to throw Breeze. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Here's Elliott, and he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Now the AFC going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. Now Mahomes. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Now the AFC going to take a timeout. It's their second, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Mahomes to throw. That one complete to Hill. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Now the AFC going to use their final timeout of the half as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
Back. Check four. He's coming. 15. He's coming. Double up.
To throw is Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Khalil Mack able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The NFC offense heading back onto the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are...
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Von Miller in there yet again. They just cannot block him. He now has 8 sacks, and that is a new single-game record. Breeze now. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain of 39 that time. Breeze going to come up here, 1st and 10. And he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game. Gurley. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Ready? 95-56.
Play action. Breeze. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. For Drew Brees, this his 12th Pro Bowl nomination. Though he hasn't played all 12 years, but still, what a career and what a season. And to do it at this age, unbelievable.
Not too bad for a guy who turned 40 the week leading up to the NFC Championship game. He keeps himself in such superb physical condition and still loves everything that goes along with football. He may play till he's 60.
Well, you've told me before, it's great to be an athlete. A lot of great athletes out there. It's good to have instincts, and he has those.
I would take those above athleticism in a lot of cases, because if you know where the ball's going before anyone else can get there and block you, you can make up for lack of athleticism by being in the right spot at the right time.
And took him down in the backfield with those instincts. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The AFC offense making their way back out. A field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Khalil Mack getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part.
And do you believe this? It's a safety, and the ball game is over. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense.